All right, let's get right into it. Every once in a while, the sky puts on a show that is just a can't-miss event. Well, get ready because in October 2025, we're not just getting a show. Oh no, we're getting a full-blown celestial festival. We're talking about a spectacular series of events that some astronomers are even calling a rare triple threat. So yeah, let's dive in.
So what does happen when all of this comes together? It sounds like the opening line of some epic story, right? And honestly, it kind of is. This isn't just a bunch of random things happening at once. Nope. It's a true cosmic coincidence, a perfectly timed alignment that's going to be an unforgettable experience for pretty much anyone who bothers to look up. A trifecta. That's the word for it. We're talking about three totally separate, really powerful astronomical events all happening in the same very tight window of time. It's a combo that's for sure going to make this October one for the history books. So let's break down what's actually headed our way. All right, so first up, the headliners of this celestial show. We've got not one, but two comets. And one of them, well, it's a visitor from our super distant past. It's making a return that we haven't seen for a very, very long time. Okay, so meet Comet Lemmon. The thing that makes this one so special is its history. It's what's known as a long-period comet, and what that means is its orbit is huge. It slingshots way out to the far frozen edges of our solar system. Its journeys are so long, we don't measure them in years. We're talking centuries, even millennia. And get this, its orbital period is nearly 1,400 years. Yeah, 1,396 to be exact. To put that in perspective for you, the last time this comet swung by our neighborhood was way back in the 7th century. So this isn't just rare. For every single one of us alive today, this is quite literally a once-in-a-lifetime event. No exaggeration. But wait, there's more. Just when you thought a comet that shows up once every 1,000+ years was exciting enough, the universe just kind of decided to double down. Because at the exact same time that Comet Lemmon is making its big entrance, another comet, one we found much more recently, is going to be joining the party. And this is where that whole cosmic coincidence thing really hits home. Look at this. We have two totally different long-period comets. Both are predicted to get to about magnitude 4 in brightness, which, by the way, is bright enough that you could potentially see them with just your eyes, no telescope needed if you're in a dark spot. And here's the kicker. Both of them make their closest approach to Earth on the exact same day, October 21st. What are the odds? It's astronomical, literally. Okay, but the two comets, that's just the beginning. The third player in this whole trifecta shows up as a spectacular shower of celestial fireworks, and it's timed perfectly to join the show. Now, just a quick refresher for anyone who's not totally sure. A meteor shower is basically what happens when our planet, Earth, plows through a trail of cosmic dust and debris left behind by something like a comet. These tiny little particles hit our atmosphere at incredible speeds and burn up, creating those beautiful streaks of light we call shooting stars. And the meteor shower we're talking about here is a really famous one, the Orionids. And what's super cool is that these meteors, they're actually little pieces of Halley's Comet, probably the most famous comet in all of history. They're incredibly fast, we're talking 41 miles a second, and they're known for producing these amazing bright fireballs that can just blaze across the whole sky. But here's what really makes the timing of this so special: the viewing conditions. They're going to be, well, perfect, absolutely perfect. See, the peak of the Orionids happens to line up exactly with the new moon, and a new moon means no moonlight. The sky is going to be almost completely dark, which is the perfect black canvas to make even the fainter meteors just pop. So you see how this all comes together? It's this incredible 72-hour window. You've got the twin comets reaching their brightest point. At the exact same time, the new moon gives us the darkest skies imaginable. And right then, smack in the middle of it all, the Orionid Meteor Shower hits its peak. It's a true celestial grand finale. Now, an alignment in the sky this rare, it's always captured the human imagination. Throughout all of history, people have looked up and tried to find meaning in the stars. So it's really no surprise that for a lot of people, this event isn't just a cool coincidence of physics. Nope, it's being interpreted in a very, very different way. So if you look at this from an astrological or a spiritual perspective, it's not just about rocks and ice floating around in space. One source actually describes this moment as a cosmic gateway. The idea is that this powerful alignment isn't just happening out there in the solar system, but it's also affecting us in here, interacting with our energy, our minds, our consciousness. And building on that idea, other sources are suggesting this whole celestial event is really a physical sign of something much deeper, something metaphysical that's going on. The thinking here is that these powerful alignments, especially when they're marked by messengers like comets, are signaling a huge shift for the planet, a big shift in consciousness, a kind of spiritual awakening for all of humanity. Okay, so we've got two very different ways of looking at the exact same thing happening up in the sky. One is through the lens of observational astronomy, physics and math. The other is through spiritual interpretation. So, how do we make sense of these two totally contrasting worldviews? Well, let's take a quick look at how they're each built, their foundational principles. And this really breaks it down, doesn't it? We have two fundamentally different ways of trying to make sense of the universe. On one side, you have the scientific method. It's a process that's built on things being open, public, and always skeptical. A core idea is that any theory can be proven wrong if new evidence comes along. The other approach often works differently. It might start with a core belief and then interpret the evidence through that specific lens. And understanding these two distinct ways of thinking is really the key to seeing how different people can look up at the exact same sky and see profoundly different things. Which, of course, brings us to the final question. When you look up at that October sky, what are you going to choose to see? Will it be a magnificent, beautiful, but ultimately random celestial alignment, or will it be a profound spiritual sign? Either way, this October gives us all a rare chance to just pause, to look up and connect with the cosmos. It's a chance to see something truly beautiful and to decide for yourself what it all means.